We have British people struggling with real problems in their lives, yet our members of parliament like Diane Abbott are too busy spreading fake news over Jeremy Clarkson and Meghan Markle. Hello everybody, welcome to the channel that challenges the mainstream media and the political establishment, from the left-wing nutters to the globalist elite. And today, Diane Abbott. Yes, so peak Abbott today. So, it's quite weird how it's funny, but it's also sad to see the state of House of Commons and the whole of the Westminster Village and the Palace of Westminster and everybody around it in general these days. We thought that the Parliament of 2015 to 2019, that was chaotic because you had a lot of Ramonas fighting against the will of the people. But no. We have other issues with these guys now. So you guys remember Jeremy Clarkson wrote this article and mentioned Meghan Markle, and there was an out of context weird comparison and joke to Game of Thrones, and there was a backlash. They even forced Jeremy Clarkson to apologize. But now, you'll be surprised, the Culture Secretary, the Tory Culture Secretary, Michelle Donlan, has come out to defend Jeremy Clarkson. Yeah, an actual Tory government minister actually defended free speech. That's rare. And Diane Abbott is not too happy about it. Why are these people not spending more time debating real problems that's happening around the country and talking about this sort of nonsense? All this was because of a comparison in the article to this scene in Game of Thrones. Jeremy Clarkson didn't actually say that Meghan, I'm really in favour of a policy to get Meghan to walk around in the city of London and people shout shame. It was a really weird comparison and joke. But then he was forced to apologise. Now we have Michelle Donlan coming out to say that I defend Jeremy Clarkson's right to be able to say what he wants. So, on the one hand, and I'm going to go to what Diane Abbott actually did in response. On the one hand, I am glad that Michelle Donlan said this. On the other hand, if Michelle Donlan and her government and her colleagues in the cabinet really care, maybe they should do something about the legislation over free speech in this country. We could probably expand free speech rights, but no. The police will still knock on your doors if you post a mean tweet. Now, let's get to the main point. Diane Abbott tweeted this. Tory minister says that Jeremy Clarkson was right to say that Meghan should be stripped naked and pelted with... Disgraceful. Just look at this tweet and think for a second. 1. Did Jeremy Clarkson actually say that? 2. Did the Tory minister, Michelle Donlan, actually say that Clarkson was right to come up with this idea? She said it's disgraceful. Diane, that is fake news because that wasn't said. That wasn't really said by Jeremy Clarkson, and that the other thing wasn't said by Michelle Donlan. She simply said, and she doesn't actually agree with Jeremy Clarkson's joke. She simply said that, well, he has the right to say what he wants. It's free speech. It's free society, technically, even these days. This is the response on Twitter. So, people responded saying, like Josh Firm said, well, this is the perfect example of bad faith interpretation of an argument. We have another guy, Nick, saying, how has this been up for 23 hours? Blatant misinformation. And another one said, a fact checker needed, more lies here. The people in this country are not stupid, Diane Abbott. If you start spreading fake news, they will expose you, and this channel will expose you, and you'll be embarrassed as usual. So we got actual really important news stories for you guys on this channel throughout the day, every half an hour. So subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.